Hey guys, I don't know how to like set this up like I did last time. Like the angle was all weird. But it's a new week. It's actually, I think this is gonna be week 20 that I've been doing these vlogs. So that's actually a long time. I'm impressed I've made it this far. But I did not sleep well last night. Like I think that's probably because I took like a nap yesterday and then I woke up at like 6 p.m. and then tried to go to sleep at like 9 p.m. That is probably why I could not like stay asleep. I was tossing and turning all night and it was not fun. But today we're gonna go to an art gallery here in Dusseldorf. We're gonna go to Sephora and TK Maxx because they're all like right next to each other. We have some time before we have to be there. So I'm going to work on Mr. and Mrs. Agent this morning. So I kind of broke it down. I have the outline of it, like the detailed outline here on my laptop, and then I have a file that's Mr. and Mrs. Agent actively writing. But then I also wrote down like there's 16 chapters, so 16 parts, and then I wrote down like kind of just like the like one word or like the two words that kind of like cover that chapter, so that way it's like clear in my head, and that way I could like check it off as I go. So the first chapter was exposition heavy, and then the second chapter was kind of entering into the story, and now the third chapter, this is where we see a lot of the character interaction. So I want to kind of focus on chapters 3 through 5 today and see if we can get those done. Probably not before I have to leave, but probably by the end of this evening I want to get that done. So let's see how that goes. But art museum, it was really nice. It was really small. It was only about 6 euros. But like I think I was like done with it in like half an hour. There's only like 3 or 4 exhibitions. And like the people who work there just like follow you around. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything. Why do you think I'm gonna do? They just follow you around. So I'm like, I didn't like that. And then I actually did Sephora first because when I got lost, I was like, oh, there's Sephora. And I like walked through it and it was like, I think it was more than just like a Sephora. It was like a bunch of different like beauty stores in like this one corner of the building. And they had the whole replica line and they had scents I haven't smelled before. So they had the matcha one, they had the lemon one, and then they had this one, I think it was like in the desert or something, but it was like the black bottle of replica. And I've never like seen one of those in stores. So I'm like, oh, this is really cool. It was a little bit too strong for me. I like that the lemon tree one is supposed to be like one of the most popular ones, but I didn't like that one as much. I like the matcha one. I think it had like, where is the cat? I like the matcha one, but I don't think I would buy it. Yeah. So Sephora, fun. Got to smell all like the scents I haven't smelled before. And then art museum, and then I like walking around the park, which is really beautiful. There it's like ducks and swans and geese, and it was just so pretty. And then I went to TK Maxx. I like, it's such a good place to get basic items. And there's so many like people in there speaking English that I'm like, wow, if I ever like want to see and talk to someone in English, this is where I should go. But I got this Catwalk. It's this giant thing of blue shampoo. I hope this lasts me until like when I leave, because this was 13 euros. But this is, again, a lot of blue shampoo, and usually it's about like $7 for like half of this amount. It's 25 ounces. So this should last me. So I'm gonna get the yellow out of my hair. So I got this. I don't even know how it smells. I didn't want to open it in case it was sealed. Nope. That smells nice. But I don't want to open it so it didn't spill in my bag, because I just put my coat in this bag when I was walking around. I'm like, I'm not throwing off this. Then I got a candle. I'm just gonna let that off. Vanilla pineapple. I don't know what it was, but every single candle in there smelled amazing today. There's like this coffee vanilla one. I'm just like, it smells so good. So if I burn this one, you guys can't smell it, but if it's just a single wick, it smells so good. Vanilla pineapple. Makes me think of Hawaii, makes me think of home, and now it's like making me sad in a way a bit. But vanilla pineapple candle, love that. It's like a nice bright scent, but they had like so many good smelling scents, and I'm just like, I know where to go now when I run out of this candle. So I don't want to get too many and then have extra ones just around the house, and they're heavy. And then when I was on the train back home, there's a ticket guy who was like scanning people's tickets, and I was like, okay, let's see if it works, and my thing worked. But there is like, you could tell who didn't have a ticket by like how fast they moved towards the exits. They were just like, we need to get off, like right now. And like this one guy, he was not subtle at all. He was like so shifty. I'm like, dude, I hope you don't get caught. It's an 80 euro fine. That's crazy. That's like how much the pass cost for the month when you could just get, instead of like, if you don't have a ticket, that's crazy expensive. So like, I understand, like 4 people, this probably wasn't even their stop, bolted off the train from like my one section. And the guy was like arguing with someone behind me when I left. When I got off the train, I'm like, ooh, you don't have a ticket. And this kitty is just very grumpy all the time. Can you see him? He's like, how dare you bother me while I'm resting. You could pet him. Yeah, see, look at his little claws. Very grumpy. Okay, bye-bye. Hey guys, so it's almost noon today, and I started reading this book on my phone last night. It's One Last Stop by Casey Quiston. She wrote the Red, White, and Royal Blue book, and I didn't really like that book too much. I felt like it was very like angsty, but this book, One Last Stop, oh my goodness. I did not see like that plot twist coming, and I'm very like happy with like, I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through. But I want to go to a bookstore today, so we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna come back and I want to finish reading this book because I'm really excited. I also need to stop. So I tried those golden clementines, and they are delicious. They are very good. So they have kind of like reinforced my love for citrus and oranges. So that's good, but we're gonna stop and get some more of those on the way home. Go to the grocery store because tomorrow is Sunday and I need some things before the grocery store goes. Hi, puppy. Hello. And so now I have my cup of coffee. So what I want to do this week is I want to finish reading this Throne of Glass series. So I started reading this series when I was like 16, 17. I'm 23, almost 24 now. It has been a while. And so I had read the first 2 books, like Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and I think I read the one with like all the novellas, The Assassin's Blade, the one that has all the novellas. And then yesterday I read Heir of Fire. Like I finished it in like a couple hours. I was impressed with myself. And I was just kind of like, oh wow, because like I've heard about like Rowan, and I'm like, who the fuck is Rowan? And so I finally like figured that out. But today we are going to read Queen of Shadows and kind of see how far we get, because I think there's Queen of Shadows, then Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn. Let me see. It's just like hard finding like a list of all the books in order. Let's see. Here's like the Amazon box set. I'm just reading these online. Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then Kingdom of Ash. So I have 4 books left to read. Hey guys, so next day, and I've ended up reading the rest of the Throne of Glass series yesterday, which is 5 books, which I think it's kind of funny that like my like reading count for this month was like at 1 book with One Last Stop, which was a couple days ago, and then I read Heir of Fire, and then yesterday I read 5 books. But I really like how the series ended. We kind of like got a wrap up of all like the plots and stuff. Hey guys, so it's about 9 o'clock on a Monday today, and I think I'm gonna go into, there's like a Japanese garden I think I'm gonna go to later today, but I'm just gonna wait until a bit later when it's a bit warmer so I don't have to take my coat. But I was working on like the story idea last night called Too Much Toledo, and I kind of did the outline for that. But what I've really been wanting to work on the past couple days is Fox is at My Door, which is the story I started in London back in September that I have like not touched really since then. So there's 11 chapters in the story. The first chapter is pretty much done. It's just kind of like fixing it up because my writing style has changed a lot from September until now. And I feel like I need to like go back and like rewrite that first chapter, but I'm gonna probably do that last once I like figure all this other stuff out. But I'm just gonna kind of like work through these chapters and like kind of see how it goes, because I really like this story idea and it like meant a lot to me at the time. So I want to finish it and see how that goes. And that's kind of like the project for this week. I keep saying like that, like I have a bunch of projects, but it's a project for the week. Because I'm here for like another month, like 2 months, almost 2 months. I've only been here 8 days. And I'm gonna try and do like 1 to 2 like tourist activities a week, because that way it's like I have things dispersed, but then I also can work at my projects and yada yada yada. I don't know, just trying to keep like the balance there. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm either gonna go to the Japanese garden or I want to go to Douglas and smell perfumes. I don't know, I just feel like going and smelling perfumes today. But I don't think they open until 10, so I can go later. But yeah, we're gonna work on this right now. Because it was like I have outlined, that's what happens with like some of my stories. I outline them so many times that they never end up getting written because I just keep outlining them. So we have to sit down and actively write them. So we're gonna do that now. So everything is closed today because it's Easter Monday. So grocery stores, I went to the bookstore, closed. All of these shops are closed. It's nice, I've like never seen it this empty down here. Hey guys, you're in the bathroom and I'm getting ready to go. It is noon. I was gonna go to the art museum here today, but I was looking on Google Maps and apparently there's a little Tokyo in Dusseldorf. So we're gonna go to Little Tokyo. I am back. The Little Tokyo was really cool there. It's like a bunch of restaurants, bubble tea places, grocery stores, like bookstores, or it's like all in Japanese. I'm like, that's really cool. It was like, I'm so used to like English being like everywhere, that like seeing Japanese in like a different country and like that much was really cool. It was like a whole bookstores of Japanese books. Okay, let's go into what I got at the Asian grocery store. So
I'm from Hawaii, and we have a lot of like Asian influenced foods. And then I was also in Japan for a month in the past. So like I'm not unfamiliar with like Japanese and Asian foods, but I got some stuff I wanted to try. I love Joshua Weissman, and he's always talking about gochujang and adding it to things. So I got it today. It's a Korean tradition. That's like, I think the tag on here, but it's a brown rice red pepper paste. So I'm excited to see like what I could do with this. I probably need to buy a bunch of other ingredients to actually use this because I don't really have that much that I think would go with this. So I need to look at like recipes and things, but I'm excited for this. I got a lot of like things that you put in with things. So these will just be like in the fridge for whenever I need to use them. So gochujang. Then I got kimchi. I've never tried kimchi. So this is sliced kimchi. I've never tried it before. Again, this is, I guess, Korean. I've never tried it before, so I just got this little bag to try. So, happy with that. I'm trying to get like over some of like my fear foods or like things I haven't tried before. It's funny to me that in Düsseldorf I tried Korean and Japanese food. But this is Thai. This is tamarind candy. So in Florida where I grew up, we had these all over the place and they smelled so bad. They stick to everything. And it's only until like recently that I learned that they were like candies and things. But I'm excited to try these. They're very like hard. Like they're hard. But I hope they taste good. Then I got just some curry mix. I don't have potatoes or beef or anything. So when I go to a grocery store, that's like a meal idea. Then I got some tapioca pearls. I'm excited to see how this turns into like boba tea. I know this is not boba, these are tapioca pearls. I could not find like boba. So I'm excited to see what I can do with this. Look at the brand. I'm excited to see what I can do with this. And then I got these just like peach candies because I was just like, this looks delicious. It's just peach jelly, I think. They feel like gummies. And then I got this Kojak jelly green apple. I've seen this on like TikTok and stuff, and I've like on Amazon it's like $20 for 6. So I was like, I saw this there today. I was like, I'll get it so I can try it. That was like mostly the idea of a lot of those things I bought. And I think it's, what was the store called? Hannah Market. Which is fun. I spent the same amount at the one grocery store as I did at the other one, which I think is funny. It was like $30 for all of this. Most of it is snacks. But I don't know what I'm gonna try first. I'm gonna wash my hands and then we'll come back and do a taste test of some of this stuff. I'm gonna put the colder things away. Okay, so everything is put away now. I got a glass of water as like a palate cleanser. So I got like 4 snack things for us to try. So we have the peach jellies, cognac, apple jelly, this, and the tamarind. I want to try, I think we're gonna go with, all of these are like very strong flavors. So I'm gonna do I want to do the peach one first. I was gonna get this, but then like I like walked around the store a couple times and like this looks amazing. They have so many hot sauces there. Oh, it's like a little peach, but tastes like peach. Kind of like a peach ring, but like without the sugar crystals. Now let's do the apple jelly. It just tastes like watery apple jelly. I don't know what I was expecting. It tastes like apple jelly. Okay, now we have the tamarind candies. This has tamarind, sugar, salt, and chili powder. Ooh, chili powder. And I have to get all the groceries. Everything was pretty busy today. So this is what it looks like. Well, chewy. It has an interesting taste to it. Oh, there's a cat behind me. I'm gonna make lunch now.